standing on the rock. Morocco, here we go. Moabite Mo. Grand shit cool, Joe. Let's flow.
Up from the grave, no longer in the dead state. Colonization claimed my consciousness, but now I'm awake. Broke the chains of being ignorant, I stand on the truth. Competent in my proper person, rocking the boot. Navigating through the waters in the leanable rights. The 7 seas, all I sent me, so I'm bringing the light. Can't rewind the hands of time, so I'm expanding my space. I'm from one human family, the human race. My pedigree is in my blood, I'm forever a more. Asiatic, Moabite, and I'm ready for war. She redeems when I speak, and I'm speaking to me. Assisting and helping uplifting fallen humanity. For the record, on the record, neither Negro or black or troglodyte. My people suffering, we only attack. My people perish from true knowledge, we so desperately lack. So why in the hell would I want to go back? No. Can't go back to that. Been a slave of my mentality. Broke chains that were grounding me. Listen to me now.
We don't regress but progress. Crystals back for no stress. With the fez or not, liberate the mind's oppressed. Staring at a wall in a hole, show you a ladder. Which is not a thing you climb, but your 7 chakras. Ask Jacob, 5 up, assalamu alaikum. Left foot first or standing on the square, take 'em. The opposite of get out black holes into light. So marvelous, you get scared from fright. False and light, to men appears real, you just might. Sit there trapped, can't move, just paralyzed. Paralysis that you only get if you sleep. Your heights are so deep, the depths are so deep. Intelligent hoodlum said arrest the presidency. 2 shots for drink champs, Nori knows Drew Ali. Calling Yassin Bey most deaf, you think like the colonists. Even though Nostradamus told you what your problem is.
Can't go back to that. Been a slave of my mentality. Broke the chains that were grounding me. Listen to me now.
Peace, boys. See how long this one lasts. Send the invite, but we'll see what's up.
Even though my grandma said we Indian, I got a fez on my head like an idiot. In the courtroom like I'm a sovereign citizen. The judge like, not this dumb motherfucker again. Send this nigga on his way, he be back soon. Conversation turn to laughter in the back rooms. Like damn man, these niggas still confused. I guess the lies we told them still causing niggas bad fumes. Back to Africa, on that motherland shit. But Africans come here on some real shit. Even though my grandma said we Indian, I got a fez on my head like an idiot.
Now, the real idiot is your grandma. The real idiot is somebody calling themselves Indian, but they're in America. How are you Indian in America? India is not America. India is a British corporation. India is a British corporation. India has nothing to do with a country whatsoever. But this is why our people suffer. Because they want to be incompetent. They don't want to have true knowledge of self. They want the fake knowledge of self. Right? They want to play games with your birthright. And then the more you keep saying you're not Moors and you're debating whether we're Moors and all that, the deeper this stuff goes into the abyss. The deeper it goes. Anybody telling you that they're Indian, if they slip and say, oh yeah, well, my grandma said we're Indians, they're a traitor. They're a sellout. And they should get beat in the head with a bat for being a traitor. Because you have to be a traitor if you're saying you're British corporation India is a British corporation. So an Indian is a British corporation property. An Indian has absolutely nothing to do with America. An Indian has absolutely nothing to do with Asia. Absolutely nothing. India has to do with British, and that's it. Anybody telling you they're Indian, they're a traitor. Know that. And then if you don't want to know that, then you're going to learn the hard way like everybody else who's learning the hard way right now for not listening to what Moore's been telling them. Right now. They're getting abused right now for not listening to what Moore's been telling them. Keep getting abused. Moors aren't worried. Believe me, we're doing our best to try to wake you up. But if you want to stay asleep, then you stay asleep. That's up to you. But you're not going to be able to say that the Moors didn't tell me. The Moors didn't tell me that I was an Indian. Yes, we did. Yeah, we told you. But you want to listen to your dumbass grandma like she knows something. She's eating pork or whatever like that. You talk about you listening to her? She's eating pig feet soup and all that. Chitlins and all that stuff. Oh yeah, she said we're Indian. So you listening to her? The hell out of here. I'm listening to your grandma. Your grandma ate pig feet. And you're talking about ride with what grandma's saying. No. We're going to go do some research first. Because if grandma's eating pig feet and chitlins, she probably has mental problems. More than likely. You're not a cow, but you're drinking cow's milk, you probably have a problem. I don't see goats drinking cow's milk. I don't see sheep, lions. I don't see them drinking cow's milk. I thought you're supposed to be above the beast. I thought you're supposed to be above the beast of the field. How are you above the beast of the field and you're calling yourself something lower than the beast of the field? A beast of the field gets less respect only if they're next to something that is of a higher plane. But if you're saying you're a British corporation, you're lower than the beast of the field. You're lower than that. If you're saying you're an adjective, you're lower than that. If you're saying you're a verb, you're lower than the beast of the field. So don't get mad when people treat you like that. Don't get mad. Look at yourself. If you're listening to clowns like this trying to tell you that you're not Mars. And they, oh yeah, that was a good line. He made a funny or whatever. I'm not going to say I'm more. And then you're going to go get your ass kicked by police. And who you going to call? You're not calling him. You're not calling out the black leaders or whatever. When children's services take your children or whatever like that, who you calling? You're calling the Moors. We know you are because we're getting them calls. When somebody sells you a package or whatever, who you calling to fix your problem after? The Moors you're calling. So you could kill the BS.
Even though my grandma said we Indian, I got a fez on my head like an idiot. In the courtroom like I'm a sovereign citizen. The judge like, not this dumb motherfucker again.
Right? That's a lie. Because majority of the times when Moors go to court, judge is walking out and leaving. Because he doesn't even want to deal with the fact that it's Moors. Why is he walking up and leaving? Oh, because they don't respect what the Moors are saying and whatever. No, that's called reclusing yourself. That's called abandoning your post. So if Moors go to court and then you're looking at the guy who walked out the courtroom because the Moors said something, and then some guy with a black robe or whatever, with a sash on, he decides to walk out the court, if you're looking at the guy who walked out the court as being the man, you're a traitor. Because he recused himself. He abandoned his post. He's supposed to stand there and deal with it. You're not supposed to punk out. You're riding with the people that punk out. That's why all your sons want to be girls and they're twerking and all that stuff right now. Because you're a bunch of punks. Because you don't want to be Moors, but you'll be everything else. You're a punk then. You're a punk then. If you're going to be everything else except Moors. If you're going to be in opposition of Moors, but be pro everything else, even if it murders you, even if it kills you, even if it gets you assassinated, even if it gets you locked up for 20 to life, you're still riding with that, you're an idiot. You're the idiot. Moors aren't the idiots. You're the idiot. Why? Because you think some guy in a robe in some building calling themselves a court has some type of authority when he's a foreigner. And you're in your own land. But your dumbass doesn't even know you're in your own land. You think you come from somewhere else. Or, if you are in your own land, you're calling yourself something that comes from somewhere else. Why are you calling yourself indigenous? That's adjective. Why are you adjectives? Yeah, we're the indigenous people and we have rights of what do you mean you're indigenous? That's an adjective. There's a part of speech that goes with that. It's an adjective. It describes. Nothing is that. An indigenous plant is not indigenous. It's a plant. Whatever plant it is. We're telling you, these people are going to get you in trouble. You're playing games like you know what you're talking about. We're telling you, you don't know what you're talking about. And nobody that you know knows what you're talking about. Only Moors know what we're talking about, including dirty Moors. Because at least they know that they're Moors. Oh yeah, happy Pale History Month, by the way. It's the 8th day. Hope you're learning about your pale history. Since you don't want to be Moors, all right, fine. We're gonna ride with what you're riding with. All right, we're black people, fine. We're pale people. Black means pale, so we're the pale people. It's Pale History Month right now. How come they never told you black means pale, but they're gonna tell you that Moor means everything else? Moor means black, but black doesn't mean Moor. Well, Moor only means black. So if Moor means black and you're black, then why don't you call yourself a Moor, jackass? If Moor means black, and then our people call themselves black, why are you calling yourself black? Why don't you just call yourself Moor? Since Moor means black. Black doesn't mean Moor. Moor means black. But they're not Moors. They're black. Are you dumb? You must be dumb. You must be dumb to not be riding with where the Moors are at. You must be dumb. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because everybody else is riding where the Moors are at. People are playing games and they're getting themselves in trouble. We're trying to get you out of trouble. Oh, you don't want to hear what we're saying? All right, then take your abuse. Take your getting hogtied in the back of the car and all that stuff. Take your children getting pepper sprayed. Take your nobody's talking about the European highwayman who just shot the other European. Nobody talking about that. How come they're not talking about that? How come the white policeman shot the white man and white lives matter because they're not getting murdered in the street like us. This is the one incident. They don't care. Ain't no big deal. Highwayman shot some European acting crazy. Why wouldn't he? He's acting crazy. There's no white privilege and all that stuff when you're acting crazy. Man has a gun on you, freeze, and you're not freezing. What do you think is going to happen? Don't be dumb. Where's all the rioting for the white cop that shot the white man the other day? Where is that? Nothing? No arguing? Nothing? Absolutely nothing. Okay. You better get down with what the Moors are talking about. I don't care if they're dirty. You better recognize that you're a Moor. You're not Negro, black, colored, African, and none of that stuff. You're not that. If you want to be that cool, do your thing, you know what I mean? But don't get mad when you get your ass beat. Don't get mad when CRA and IRS ride down on you because you didn't send in your, you know what I mean, 1 digit missing on the stuff, and now they want 20 million. Now you got to go to court or whatever like that to talk to some revenue agency, taxes, whoever, who are foreigners. And they're taking advantage of you in your own land. And you don't get it. Because you keep listening to these clowns trying to convince you that we aren't Moors. And there's nothing else that we are. You're either that or you're nothing. It's that simple. Yeah, well, I was watching No, I don't care what you watched. I don't care what you watched. Either you're Moor or you're nothing as far as people who are melanated. You're either a Moor or you're nothing. And if you're nothing and you get treated like nothing, don't get mad. Because that's what you signed up for. Because you could be a Moor, but you don't want to do that because of these clowns. All these type of clowns. Not just this clown right here, who we even sent him the invite. Since he's talking crazy. He hates the Moors. So why do you hate Moors? Like, what the hell are you talking about? What did I do to you? That you hate me? What did I do? I did something? I know for sure I didn't do anything. So why the hatred? Why the hatred? Are you hating on your brother who's a Moor? Like, why? What's the reason? You're gonna make a song dissing Moors. Like, we have songs dissing black stuff. We know why, because black is BS. Because it's a fiction. No different than lesbianism is BS, and homosexuality is BS, and the trans whatever is BS. And we tell you that is some BS. It's not real. Certain things aren't in nature. If it's not in nature, it's a fiction. It's man-made. Because nature makes magnificence. So how nature make you and you're telling me your adjective? Nature made you. Nature made you. And that's all you are? No wonder our children are all messed up or whatever. Because I know Chinese don't think like that. I know other people who have nationalities and don't call themselves colors, they don't think like how black, Negro, colored, African, indigenous, whoever think. They don't think like them. They have a totally different mindset. And look where they are compared to where our people are. And then you ask yourself, who's the dummy? Who's the dummy? Is there some white man trying to kill us and get us off the planet because we're going to take over the planet and they're scared of a black planet and all that stuff because we're the founders and we did everything? And you really think they're just trying to murder you to get you off the planet because they hate you? All right. All right.
Back to Africa on that motherland shit, but Africans come here on some real shit. Even though my grandma said we Indian, I got a fez on my head like an idiot. In the courtroom like I'm a sovereign citizen. The judge like, not this dumb motherfucker again. Send this nigga on his way, he be back soon. Conversation turn to laughter in the back rooms. Like damn man, these niggas still confused. I guess the lies we told them still causing niggas bad fumes. Back to Africa, on that motherland shit. But Africans come here on some real shit. Even though my grandma said we Indian, I got a fez on my head like an idiot. In the courtroom like I'm a sovereign citizen. The judge like, not this dumb motherfucker again. Send this nigga on his way, he be back soon. Conversation turn to laughter in the back rooms.
No conversation turned to laughter in no back room. That's not what's going on in the back room. When you go in the back room, they're trying to conspire how are we going to get rid of this Moor out there. Why? Because what the Moors present is the remedy to save the nation from anything that they're facing. So if the Moors are in a court of law and they say something in there, and the judge, being that the Moor is speaking truth regarding this case, the judge is going to have to dismiss. He's going to have to dismiss. There's no options. Why? Why is there no options? Because he's a foreigner. This isn't a court. You're in my land. How are you trying to tell me what to do in my land? Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Moore. We didn't know. We thought, you wear baseball hats. You got baggy jeans and stuff like that, skinny jeans, wearing hoodies. We thought we were a nigger. It's our bad. I mean, we didn't know you had your freedom papers. Same stuff that they did in slavery. Same stuff that they showed you in 12 years a slave. When the dude's about to go get lynched or whatever like that, and he pops up, hey, we're going to put you on the tree too. Come here. Nah, sorry, here's my license. Here's my license that I got from Master for me to be able to walk here, so you guys can't try to pull that BS on me. Oh, all right, we'll get the hell out of here, nigger, because we're about to lynch this nigger right here. And then nigger about to get lynched is looking at him like, how come you're not doing anything to help me right now? They're about to kill me. And he's looking at him like, what am I supposed to do? Why aren't you free? Where's your license? You're trying to run off plantations and stuff like that. Where you going? You just running? All fiction. He's a foreigner. So when he goes in the back room, what he's doing is vacating the bench. Once he vacates the bench, case supposed to be over. But case usually isn't over because majority of the time they're dealing with people who, when they come in there, they're going to rise for them. When they come in there, they're going to listen to everything that the judge says because he's a judge. And yes, Your Honor. And oh my gosh, Your Honor, well, I was trying to. And then when he turned, I turned that way. But instead of putting my foot on the brake, I put it on the accelerator. And then I didn't notice that the guy was crossing it. You know that's supposed to be going on. Hey, who are you? Put your name on the record. You two stenographer, you two bailiff, you two whoever else is up in here that's part of this foreign corporation called a court. Everybody put their name on the record because we need to know what's going on here. Make sure you put your authority on the record, which gives you permission to have a court in my land. You have to have something. This is not a request. This is a demand. Are you claiming to be a court? Yes. All right. So you should have some type of papers giving you authority to be a court. You're not just putting up a building here and saying, yeah, you know what I mean? You got to come here. No. You need to prove your authority. You know what I mean? That's a logical request. Please prove your authority to me and the court. If you're claiming that you're a judge, right? If you're claiming that you're a judge, but every judge is a lawyer, or used to be a lawyer, isn't that a conflict of interest? If somebody who's a lawyer or an attorney comes and talks to a judge, and a judge is a lawyer, isn't that a conflict of interest? Or am I dumb? Am I dumb? Or the people who don't know that that's a conflict of interest, they're dumb? You think you people are stupid, dumb. It doesn't even make sense. Amor put up something the other day, yesterday, after football game, that this guy's retiring 7, won his 7th championship, the 7th this and 7th that, and then it was the Tampa Bay, and then the Bays are the Moors, and then these people want to be Negroes. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the Pirates, that the flag's a pirate, who are the Moors, who used to go. The pirate isn't some stuff for the Europeans, black beard and all that stuff. Why do you think he's black beard? Do you think because his beard's black? No, it's a beard. The pirates who just won the stuff are the Moors. Who used to take European ships in the Mediterranean. That these people couldn't even put a boat in the water without getting pirated by Moors. The Corvette is the little speedboat. Go look up the Corvette car. The Corvette car comes from the speedboat that the pirates, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, used to use to go up to the ships, throw their stuff, climb up the side, and murder everybody, take their ship. Dumb. And then Brady's coming out talking about, yeah, my wife does rituals for me and stuff like that, and she lights candles for me, and she does the intentions for me, and this man winning stuff, doing witchcraft, and these people are playing Negro black colored games. Go march and picket somewhere. When this man has his wife doing candle rituals to win Super Bowls, and you're playing games. He's the winningest freaking quarterback. How? Because his wife's doing rituals. Stupid. His wife's doing rituals. And he's winning everything. Duh. Dummy. And then he's winning at 7-43. A lot of people want to play games. You're not serious. People aren't serious. So he had another hit that he sent me. Because you know these people, they never get in the live. They never push the button. But they talk hella shit.
Yeah, this is for my black people all around the world, This is for my black people all around the world, First King Columbus, courtesy of the Moors. We sought out peace, man, they sought out war. Should've killed every cracker came to our shore. But we good folks and we follow God's laws. Second came trickery, rape, and disease. Then we started fighting back, fuck them treaties. Third came the destruction of our way of living. They took everything, man, even our tradition. Now they twist everything and take it as their own. Even Turtle Island, now they claim it as their home. Turned us to Africans, told us go home. Like we not indigenous no more. Some niggas forgot and some even listen. Some turn to Africans and some turn to Christians. Some turn to Hebrews and some turn to Moors. Some turn to sovereign citizens of the Lord. for my black people all around the world. This is for my black people all around the world. Yeah, this is for my black people all around the world. This is for my black people.
Right? First thing, ain't no such thing as black people. That's a fiction. Anybody, like the master teacher said, anybody, I don't care who they are, if they're sitting around and they're calling you black, if they're sitting around and calling you black, they're a traitor. All right? I don't care if you like the beat and all that stuff. I could give a shit. They're a traitor. Because there's nothing called black people. As soon as they say black people and then you don't challenge it and say, no, I'm not that, all right, now you're under the jurisdiction. He put you there. But then you're going to be complaining about the Moors. Don't complain about the Moors. People don't even know goddamn history. Talking crazy about Moors.
People all around the world. First King Columbus, courtesy of the...
Right? That's a lie. Who's Columbus? Who's that? How you got Christopher Columbus? What's Columbus? What are you talking about? I don't know what anybody's talking about. As soon as they bring up Columbus, what are you talking about? What is that? There's nothing called that. That's a fiction. Just like British India Company is not India. It's a fiction. Just like black people don't exist on the planet. It's a fiction. Anybody who's talking to you in fiction, they're a traitor. As soon as they say, oh yeah, and hi to all the Moors that waves, that I sent their little wave, whatever. I didn't go through and push your thing, or you get offended and I waved and you didn't wave back and all this stuff. Just let you know, I saw the wave. Thanks. Columbus is a fiction. There's nothing called Columbus. There's no one called Columbus. It's BS. Christopher Cologne is who that guy was. That they say came over here, did this and did that. These people are colonists. That has nothing. What they did has nothing to do with the Moors. And if you are putting Moors in the story with your Columbus and all that, if you are going to do that, then you have to talk about the Spanish Inquisition. You have to talk about the crew that Columbus had on his ship came from the Spanish dungeons from when these people conquered the Moors. So don't make it sound like Moors were running to go help Columbus be some exploiter of the Americas. No, they weren't. They were conquered. They were prisoners of war. That's how your ass got over here. That's the slave ships. Ain't nothing else. The 1600s and all that stuff, it's BS. You know, Europeans could have put a boat in the water in the 1600s because there was no Treaty of Peace and Friendship yet. So they couldn't put a boat in the water. They could not put a boat in the water. Why couldn't they put a boat in the water? Because the Moors ruled the 7 seas. So don't make it sound like they bring up Columbus and then they throw the Moors in there and have you thinking that the Moors are some sellouts and they were working with the European. No, those are prisoners of war. If I tell you, I got your girl and your children kidnapped right now, you're probably gonna do whatever the hell I tell you to do if you love them. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. You're gonna do what they tell you. All right. Because why? Because you're a prisoner. They have you prisoner by having your mate, your wife, your empress, your other, and your children as ransom for whatever it is they want. And then you want people to look at it like, oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. The guy who has his wife and his children kidnapped and doing whatever the demands are, you're blaming him and not looking at the person who even kidnapped these guys' children. You're not even looking at them. How come you're not looking at the guilty party? Oh yeah, because you have a nigger mind. And you're always going to give your energy to your master. You're never, ever. As soon as you start saying black or whatever, that puts you in a black hole. You know what a black hole is? That's where you're looking to go. If you call yourself black, you're going in a hole, a black hole. You can keep going there if you want to. You can keep going there if you want to. But no Moors are tethered to get out of the black hole when we come in it to tell you, hey, don't be a dumbass. You better know what's going on around here. Stop listening to these traitors.
Moors, we sought out peace, man. They sought out war. Should have killed every cracker came to our shore.
Stop the BS. You know, crackers. What's crackers? Crackers are biscuits, saltines and whatever. Right? There's no crackers. No people call that. That's a fiction. That's why ever since we started saying that we're Moors, every Moor, as soon as Black History Month comes, yes, because we get to talk about this black BS. Yes. We get to put it up in all its glory, all the slave BS, all this stuff, and nobody can say jack about it because this is the time of the month that we're supposed to be talking about this black stuff. All right, so let's talk about it. Anybody telling you somebody's a cracker, somebody's a white man, somebody's a whatever, anybody, they're a traitor. You know such thing as crackers. Crackers are biscuits. There's no people call that. Everybody has a nationality on the planet. Identify them by their nationality or shut the hell up. No such thing as crackers. Doesn't exist. It's a fiction. No such thing as black folks and the folks and all that. That's not real. That is a fiction. That is a fiction. Right? Utensils. That's a fiction. You eat with your hands. Like you're not cutting stuff into pieces and all that stuff. What do you mean? Certain things are fiction, and we've made them reality. And now they're here, and they're only to our detriment because it's a fiction. All that white man and black man and all that stuff is a fiction. Right? And don't get it messed up, because we know some crackers more conscious than these Negroes and blacks and whoever that say they're conscious. So don't get it messed up. Don't think, you know what I mean? This stuff is not universal and global. What we're talking about. More the other day, went to supermarket or whatever. He's in line, and a lady, he's saying she's 80 or something like that. She was like, oh my gosh, like a fez, what the hell? Like, why are you wearing a fez? Who are you? Who are you? And all she could do is laugh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm seeing a fez right now. She's from Slovenia or Blaclavia or some shit. From somewhere. She's 80 years, been here 80 years. She's a foreigner here. And this is the first time she's seen a fez on somebody. She knows about it. She knows its significance. She knows its importance. But she's some little European from nowhere, and she saw this Moor with his fez on, and she lost it. A lot of people looking at us talking about chicken bucket hats and all that stuff. Because they don't get it. Why? Because they call themselves and they call other people all these fictions, create this fictitious reality that's not real. It's a fiction on top of the fiction of the virtual that they got to deal with, the fiction of the health, whatever they got to get. They think they're eating food and all that stuff right now. You're not eating food right now. That's not meat and stuff like that. Yeah, they don't have that many cows on the planet to feed all these people. What are you talking about? You really think that's chicken and meat and fish and shrimp and whatever? They don't have that much people on the... Do you know they were doing some research? They were saying how much fish life doesn't exist right now? Like not is going, that doesn't exist right now. That's supposed to be there. That's not there. Why? Not because of nature, because of dumb people. That we have to breathe the same air. We're in a room, we have to breathe the same air right now. Right? We have to breathe the same air right now. We're in a room. Right? And you're coming in with some foreign whatever and spraying that in the air. Yeah, this is really good for us to do this right now. Why would you do that? We have to share this air. Why would you contaminate that water when we all have to share this water? That's how you know that this stuff is an illusion. And you're either going to be grounded or you're going to keep floating away into this nothingness of quote unquote life and earth and all that stuff, because you don't even know what's going on. First of all, you think man is the body and all that stuff and everything at the extent of his hands and his feet. So you're already done. When man is actually not even a physical thing. Man is not even a physical thing. You never even looked up man to see what man is. And again, why? Because our people want to play that they're everything but Moors. The Moors are the ones who took all the ancient knowledge and brought it into the modern world. The hell are you talking about? Nobody else did that. The Moors did that. Now we become black and we think we're not Moors because we're black. Are you dumb? That Chinese guy comes and says, yeah, the yellow people of this land and da 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 da. You don't hear them talk like that. How come? People aren't colors. Well, you like to play our little game.
But we good folks and we follow God's laws. Second came trickery, rape, and disease. Then we started fighting back, fuck them treaties.
Yeah, don't talk fuck no treaties. What are you talking about? How? Because if you say we don't care about the treaty, then that means you're giving. First of all, why is there a treaty? If you know F those treaties, okay, the question is, why is there a treaty? More than likely, treaty comes because there's some type of war going on, and then they have to come together with some type of peace and friendship so that civilization could continue. Like, you can't stop. This BS can't go on forever. It can, but right? So there's a treaty. Now, if you're in your own land, and then there's foreigners here, and you're saying F the treaty, then what you're really telling these foreigners to do is anything they want in your land. And what are the foreigners doing? Anything they want in your land. Why? Because once again, just because Black History Month, letting you know the pale history, because black means pale. Right? You got played out of your birthright. You think you're from nowhere. Call yourself X and all that stuff, when that's really Greek. And you don't even realize that you're giving yourself right to them by your language. And then complain when they abuse the authority that you just gave them because you're being incompetent. And again, this is, Moors already know this. Moors know this already. Everything I'm talking about, Moors already know. There's people who are on the fence, or people who are on the other side of the fence, where they shouldn't be. But Moors generally already know this information. It's not some secret information we're going live with, decoding some stuff. Right? I don't gamble, but, if I was about fiat like that, I would have put everything on Brady. Why not? How is he losing? What do you mean? How is he losing? What do you mean he's losing? Right? Forget all that Bitcoin and all that stuff like that. Everybody could have put everything they had on Brady last night. Would people be poor still? Everybody put their last dollar on put everything on it. Everything. And that it would have been a blowout too. Right. Because it's a fiat game. They know what they're doing. They know stands in the fans. Of course they're gonna cater to the people who are trapped in their house. Duh. Have a cutout of you in the thing, but you're watching at home. So yeah, I was there. Don't get played by not thinking. Don't get played because you're not thinking. You better be thinking. Because these people are trying every weak mind right now, and every weak mind is getting it right now. I get the calls, trust me. They're getting it. They don't know what to do. And the reality is that these people are doing nothing. They just send somebody a letter. They send somebody a letter, red writing. Oh my God, you're panicking. What? What do you mean? Why are you panicking? Yeah, well then, and then it was signed by, and then the stamp. Why are you losing your mind? As if you didn't know this letter was coming. You already know this letter was coming. You can't tell me you didn't know that letter was coming. And why didn't you know? Oh, because we've been niggers all our life. We think we got something going on. We know what's up. We're niggers. We're Negro, black, colored, black people and slaves and indigenous Indians, and we go to powwows and all that stuff, so we know what's going on. No, you don't. You're dumb. Because you don't think. Once you don't think, you're done for. Because they're trying every weak mind to get you off of where it is that divinely you're set to be.
Dirt came the destruction of our way of living. They took everything, man, even our tradition. Now they twist everything and take it as their own. Even Turtle Island, now they claim it as their home.
No, why? Why? The Europeans are claiming Turtle Island as their home because you want to be Indians. The Europeans are claiming Turtle Island as their home because you want to be black and colored and Negro and all these islands and all this stuff and not be yourself, the Moors. This is not Turtle Island. This is Morocco. This is not Turtle Island. How is a continent an island? Think. Think. You must have thought that you were the only people on the planet if you think a continent is an island. No, yeah, we're just on this island. We're the founders of civilization. Where you never built a boat and went across the oceans or anything like that, and you're the founder of something? Get the hell out of here. You're just indigenous, tribal, whoever that was, bushman. You're just a bushman, that's all. You're not a founder of civilization. These are the guys that pop out their head. Hey, there's the little tribal guys. How you doing? You run up and you get your little civilized stuff that we got, and then you go back in the bushes. with your canoes and stuff going up and down rivers. You're not no founders of no civilization. You're nomads. This is Morocco. Above Mexico, the place that they call United States and Canada is Morocco of the West. That's why the Moors are doing their best to just let you know, so you're not confused. That everybody
This is a
knows.
flag from Morocco.
Yeah, I was just talking to him and I was asking, like, do you know America and Morocco?
Yeah, brother, actually I'm Moroccan guy.
Oh, no.
I'm from Casablanca.
I'm not talking about the Kingdom of Morocco. I'm
Exactly.
talking about America's Morocco. You know that, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
So who told you
From
that?
the history, I know many Moroccan guys, they are in American, they are Moors.
You're Moors.
Exactly.
So a Moor, just a Moor. Moor goes to Turkey. Moor goes to Turkey. He's not from there. He's not from Turkey. He traveled from over here to go over there. He meets a Moroccan there who the black guys and the pale Arabs took them across the sand and all that BS or whatever, Arab slavery, fake stuff. When the European stuff doesn't work, they always have to create a boogeyman to talk some BS, put them in slavery and play their little victim BS. This Moor goes to Turkey, meets a Moroccan who's a pale Arab, and the pale Arab knows that America is Morocco. He studied history and he knows that America is Morocco. He's in Turkey. Is this registering in your brain how important the Moorish paradigm is? The Moor is not here talking to a Moroccan. The Moor is in Turkey talking to Moroccan in Turkey. And the Moroccan in Turkey knows without a shadow of a doubt that this place called the Americas is Morocco. You can call any other names. You got Turtle Island and all that. Why? Why? For what? That's not what it is over here. Over here is Morocco. And for all the people who wanted to know, what's the secret of the society of the secret of the society is that they're pretending to be Moors in Morocco. They dress just like Moors. They wear fezzes and turbans. They call all their temples Arabic and ancient Egyptian stuff or whatever like that. And they rule the world like the Moors did. Because your dumbass wants to be Negro black colored instead of Moors and take your stuff back. Because they're just a caretaker. It's not their stuff. They don't want to rule the world. You know what type of responsibility it is for these people to rule the world, try to rule the world? You're mad? You're mad that you left the baby home to take care of the house. All right, baby, there's the vacuums right there. Dishes are piled up. Place is kind of dusty. There's the feather brush and stuff like that. And then the mop water's right there. And I'll see you later. And then you get back home, and then you're mad that there's doo-doo everywhere, pee everywhere, and you're mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? You're the one who left the baby home. So don't be mad at these Europeans. They're your children. Black man, since you're the founder of stuff and all that. Oh yeah, all right. If you're the founder of all this and all that stuff, then take care of your stuff then. Handle your stuff. You have responsibilities. But they're not going to take responsibility. Why? because they're Negro, black, colored, African, indigenous, Turtle Islanders, and all that stuff, and not Moors. So they don't take responsibility, which is why our people suffer everywhere in the world. Yeah, because you don't want to take responsibility. You don't want to blame everybody. You don't want to say it's them. You're going to blame everybody else. Make up stuff to go blame. Peace and love to all the Moors. We got a throwback one somewhere here. Got a throwback somewhere, I think. Oh yeah, since you're talking indigenous stuff. Islam to all the Moors worldwide. Peace and love to all. You know, I already know. You'll see us again.
This is Islam Moors. So, here in Vancouver, and you've heard me say that there's a statue here with the fez, a tarbush on. So we're here, and we're walking towards the statue. And as you can see, this looks on towards the Pacific. In the distance you can see Vancouver Island. So this is statue to greet the oncomers, welcoming them. Interesting, isn't it? That's what it looks like. It's the beach. Now this is West Vancouver going up the hill. So right now we're looking west. That's Vancouver Island in the distance. That's Stanley Park. And the actual cityscape is right behind the park. You can't see it here. That's the Lionsgate Bridge. So you know, when you watch films, it says Lionsgate Productions. It's Vancouver Productions. It's from this bridge. So yeah, there's the statue. And we're gonna take a look at the plaque that's here. And it's supposedly from the Squamish Nation. So take a look at this. Let's turn this off. Pause that and read it. With open arms to all who pass our shores. This welcoming figure was raised at the first Kayachin gathering of ocean canoes. Anyways, read that. Yeah, Morris. So yeah. Squamish Nation had fezzes too. So with that I say peace, love, and light in Islam. Ain't it beautiful? Islam, Morris. Peace, love, and light.